Hello and welcome back to Learning Science Q&A. We are here again with another lecture from CBSE Board 2025 series. Today we are going to see some very important kind of question which are very assertion and reason based question. So let's get started. First question. Assertion. On adding dilute HCl to a test tube containing a substance X, a colorless gas is produced which gives a pop sound when a burning matchstick is brought near it. Reason says in this reaction metal X is displaced by the hydrogen. Now let's get with this question. When we have HCl, say we are having dilute HCl, which is when added to a substance X, definitely during this reaction we are getting another substance, say it as Y, along with a gas which is colorless. So we are having a gas which is colorless, and this gas is producing a pop sound when a burning matchstick is brought near it. And thinking about the colorless gas, we can say it could be carbon dioxide, oxygen, or hydrogen. But we are getting a pop sound when a burning matchstick is brought near it. So, this gas cannot be carbon dioxide. Also, oxygen being supporter of combustion will definitely support the burning process, but a pop sound would not be produced. So, oxygen again cannot be the colorless gas. In this case, the colorless gas which is produced here is definitely H2. Again, this could be proved with the help of this chemical reaction. We are using HCl with substance X. Say this is a metal X or any substance X. So we have a chance that this H from the dilute HCl will be liberated here at the end of the reaction as gas. So we can say that the gas which is produced is most likely to be the hydrogen. Coming to the reason, in this reaction, metal X is displaced by hydrogen. Students, this reason can't be a true statement just because there are very less metals which can be displaced by hydrogen. Also, these are itself very low in reactivity. So, this is very unlikely that a metal will be displaced by the hydrogen in this reaction. So, the reason for this assertion is incorrect. Our correct statement is A, or the assertion is true but reason is false. Coming to question number 2. Assertion: the number of chromosomes in a cell and in a germ cell is not same in any species. Reason says when two germ cells combine, they restore the normal number of chromosomes in a species. Now let's see the assertion statement. By saying cell here, they are referring our somatic cell, which are certainly different from the germ cell. In what ways? Somatic cells are diploid in nature, that means they are having two set of chromosomes. Suppose for human we are having 23 chromosome in pair, so the diploid number in somatic cell will be 46. Whereas germ cells are those which are taking part in the formation of gametes. They are the part of reproductive event. So our germ cells are having n set of chromosome or 23 number of chromosome. Again, germ cell, if it is giving rise to a male gamete, it will be having 22 chromosome plus either XX. Again, germ cell which will be forming a male gamete will be having 22 chromosome and Y. Please correct. This would be X only. Right? Now, coming to the reason, when two germ cells combine, they restore the normal number of chromosomes in a species. When these gametes are forming, either male or female. Now, how this exactly takes place? See, if we are having gamete from mother and father, which are combining to form a normal diploid number. So, from mother, we can have chromosomes 22, which will be alike and only X. Whereas from father, the gametes that would be formed will be of two kind, 22 plus X, or it can be 22 plus Y. So this is when from mother 22 and X, and from father either 22 with X chromosome or 22 chromosome with Y chromosome can come and combine. And if it is coming as XX, that would be a girl child, that we already know actually, and 22 plus XY will be a male child, right? So this is how when two germ cell combine, they restore the normal diploid chromosome in a species, which is a true statement, but it is not a correct explanation for assertion statement. So again, both A and R are true as a statement, but it is not the correct explanation for A. Now, the next question. Assertion says if the loins are removed from a food chain, it will not affect the food chain. However, if the plants are removed from a food chain, it will disturb the ecosystem. And the reason given is plants are producer who can make food using sunlight while loins are consumer. So always understand this, student. In any ecosystem, we have two kind of control. One is bottom up control, which tells us if producer level is disturbed, or say if it is removed. This minus sign shows the removal of the producer level. It will affect the all other above level in the direct way. That means if producer are less in number or they are decreased, then automatically the consumer or the primary consumer will decrease, the secondary consumer as well as the top consumer, they all will be decreasing in size. This down arrow shows their decrease in the number. Another type of control is top down control, which tells us when, because of any environmental or human interference, we disturb the top level, which is mentioned in our given question. So, we have disturbed the top level, we have removed loin from the food chain. In this way, removal of the loin, that means number of loins have decreased, will automatically result in the increase in the next lower level. Increase in the secondary consumer will lead to the decrease in the number of primary consumer, and automatically when the primary consumer are very less in number, the producer's number will be increased. So this is how a top down control works in case of the food chain. When a top down control is working, the ecosystems or the food level, the trophic level are affected in alternate manner. Now in this one, reason says plants are producer who make food using sunlight while loin are consumer. This statement is true because plants are actually the producer and loins are consumer, but again, this is not a correct explanation for the assertion statement. So, A and R both are true, but R is not the correct explanation for A. Next question says a convex mirror always forms an image behind it, and the image formed is virtual. Reason provided is according to the sign convention, the focal length of a convex mirror is taken positive. Now let's see this question with the help of this image. This is a true statement because in case of a convex mirror, the image formed is diminished in comparison to the size of the object. We can see object here. The image formed is virtual. It is diminished in size. The reason which they have provided is according to sign convention, the focal length is definitely taken as positive, but this does not satisfy as the explanation for the assertion. So we will say both A and R are true statement, but the reason is not a correct explanation for A. Coming to next question, choose the correct option for the color of rays for A and B. Now this question, the same question can be asked in another way, that they could ask you to draw this diagram when a white light is passing through a prism, how exactly it gets splitted into the 7 colors. Always remember the white light splits as Webgure, which is a pattern of 7 color in the order violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. So it is Webgure, and this would be formed in this sequence. So our right option would be A would be red and B will give a violet color. So with this, we come to an end to this lecture series. Hope you liked it. Please follow for more. Thank you.